What if everything we thought we knew about our past was wrong? What if the legends of giants, dismissed as mere myths, were actually clues to an ancient truth hidden beneath our feet? Imagine uncovering tombs so massive, so intricate, that they defy explanation. These aren't just graves. They're gateways to a forgotten world. A world where beings of extraordinary size and intellect once walked among us, leaving behind messages we're only now beginning to decipher. Deep in a remote valley, archaeologists have stumbled upon something extraordinary. Colossal structures etched with symbols that seem to predict the future. Cataclysmic events, the rise and fall of empires, secrets of the cosmos. Could these be prophecies meant for us, or warnings we've ignored for millennia? For centuries, scholars have debated the existence of giants. Were they real, or just figments of human imagination? But recent discoveries are rewriting history. Massive graves, unusual artifacts, star maps etched in stone. Each find challenges what we believe about our ancestors and ourselves. This isn't just a story about the past, it's about our destiny. What did these giants know that we don't? And why does it feel like their wisdom is calling out to us from the shadows of time? Stay with us as we unravel one of humanity's greatest mysteries. The answers may change everything you think you know. What if the legends we've dismissed as mere folklore are actually fragments of a forgotten truth? What if the giants of ancient myths weren't just figments of human imagination, but real beings who once walked the earth, leaving behind secrets encoded in their tombs? These questions aren't just speculative. They're rooted in centuries of curiosity, exploration, and discovery. The lost tombs of giants represent more than just archaeological anomalies. They are gateways to understanding humanity's deepest mysteries. They challenge us to rethink everything we thought we knew about our past, our origins, and perhaps even our future. Imagine standing before a structure so massive that it defies logic. Its sheer scale suggests it was built not by ordinary hands, but by beings of extraordinary size and strength. These tombs, scattered across the globe, have long been whispered about in legends. From the biblical Nephilim to the towering figures of Greek mythology, stories of giants appear in cultures worldwide. But what if these tales are more than just stories? What if they are echoes of a time when giants truly existed and their tombs were designed to preserve knowledge for future generations? The idea is both thrilling and unsettling. These tombs are not just resting places, they are repositories of wisdom. Some researchers believe that the giants may have possessed advanced knowledge that could rival or even surpass our own. Their inscriptions, carvings, and symbols suggest an understanding of astronomy, mathematics, and even prophecy. Imagine uncovering a star map etched into stone, its patterns aligning perfectly with celestial events thousands of years in the future, or deciphering symbols that seem to predict cataclysmic shifts in human history. These discoveries force us to ask, were the giants simply advanced beings, or did they have access to insights beyond our comprehension? But why would they leave such messages? Perhaps they foresaw the challenges humanity would face and sought to guide us through them. Or maybe their intentions were more enigmatic, meant to be unraveled only by those who dared to seek the truth. Whatever the case, these tombs are more than relics of the past. They are invitations to explore, to question, and to wonder. Consider the implications. If giants existed, what does that mean for our understanding of evolution, history, and even religion? Could their presence explain some of the architectural marvels of antiquity that continue to baffle modern engineers? Structures like the pyramids of Egypt or the megaliths of Stonehenge take on new meaning when viewed through the lens of giant builders. And what about the artifacts found within these tombs? Massive tools, oversized bones, and intricate carvings all point to a civilization far more complex than we've ever imagined. Yet, for every answer these tombs provide, they raise a dozen more questions. Who were these giants, and where did they come from? Did they originate on Earth, or were they visitors from another world? What caused their disappearance, and why did they leave behind such cryptic messages? These questions linger in the shadows of history, waiting for us to bring them into the light. The journey into the lost tombs of giants is not just an archaeological expedition. It's a voyage into the unknown. It's a chance to confront the boundaries of our knowledge and push beyond them. Each discovery brings us closer to understanding not only the giants themselves, but also the legacy they left behind. Their wisdom may hold the key to unlocking humanity's destiny, offering guidance for the challenges we face today and those yet to come. So, as we stand on the threshold of these ancient mysteries, let us embrace the wonder and curiosity that drive us to explore. Let us dare to ask the questions that others shy away from. Because in the end, the story of the giants is not just their story, it's ours. And the answers we seek may redefine everything we thought we knew about ourselves. The idea that giants were not just physical beings, but carriers of profound mystical and prophetic knowledge is one of the most captivating aspects of this ancient mystery. Imagine a world where these towering figures were not only larger in stature, but also possessed an intellect and insight far beyond human comprehension. Ancient texts, carvings, and oral traditions from cultures around the globe suggest that giants played a role far greater than mere inhabitants of the earth. They may have been custodians of wisdom, entrusted with guarding secrets about the cosmos, humanity's destiny, and even the future itself. Take, for example, the biblical Nephilim, often described as the offspring of sons of God and daughters of men. These beings are portrayed as both awe-inspiring and fearsome, their existence intertwined with divine purpose. Some interpretations suggest they were intermediaries between the heavens and earth, bridging the gap between the mortal and the divine. Could it be that their prophetic roles extended beyond their lifetimes, encoded in the tombs they left behind? The symbols and inscriptions found in these ancient structures seem to point toward a deeper understanding of time, space, and the cyclical nature of history. They hint at patterns that repeat across civilizations, empires, and epochs. What if the giants foresaw the rise and fall of societies, the ebb and flow of power, and the inevitable challenges humanity would face? Consider the implications of such knowledge. If the giants truly possessed prophetic abilities, their insights could have been intended as guidance for future generations. Perhaps they understood the fragility of human civilization and sought to leave behind warnings or instructions to help us navigate crises yet to come. Their messages might not be overt. Instead, they could be hidden in plain sight, waiting for us to develop the tools, the mindset, or the curiosity to decipher them. Imagine uncovering a symbol that predicts a celestial event thousands of years in advance, or a carving that aligns perfectly with the movement of stars during a significant historical moment. These aren't random coincidences. They're deliberate acts of communication, crafted by beings who saw the bigger picture. But what kind of knowledge did they possess? Was it purely astronomical, or did it extend into other realms? Some researchers propose that the giants had an intimate understanding of the Earth itself, its cycles, its resources, and its vulnerabilities. Their relics often include intricate maps of star constellations, detailed depictions of natural phenomena, and even what appear to be blueprints for advanced engineering. Could they have known about cataclysmic events like floods, earthquakes, or shifts in climate? And if so, did they attempt to warn us or prepare us for what lay ahead? This notion raises another intriguing possibility, that the giants' wisdom wasn't just practical, but philosophical. Perhaps they understood the interconnectedness of all things, the delicate balance between humanity and nature, between progress and preservation. Their prophecies might not have been about specific events, but about overarching principles, the importance of harmony, the dangers of hubris, and the need for unity in the face of adversity. In this light, their messages become less about prediction and more about guidance, a call to live in alignment with the rhythms of the universe. Yet, for every piece of evidence supporting these theories, there are countless questions that remain unanswered. How did the giants acquire this knowledge? Was it innate, or did they receive it from an external source? Could they have been visitors from another realm, another dimension, or even another planet? The possibilities are as vast as they are tantalizing. Each artifact, each inscription, each symbol adds another layer to the mystery, drawing us deeper into the labyrinth of the unknown. What makes this exploration so compelling is the way it bridges science and spirituality. On one hand, we have tangible evidence, bones, tools, and carvings that suggests the giants were real. On the other hand, their apparent connection to prophecy and mysticism invites us to consider dimensions of reality that lie beyond the material world. This duality challenges us to expand our perspective, to embrace both logic and imagination as tools for understanding. It reminds us that truth is rarely black and white. Often, it exists in the gray areas where disciplines intersect and ideas collide. As we delve further into the prophetic roles of giants, we begin to see them not as distant mythical figures, but as integral parts of humanity's story. Their legacy is woven into the fabric of our collective consciousness, influencing myths, religions, and philosophies across cultures. Whether they were teachers, protectors, or messengers, their impact endures. And perhaps, in uncovering their wisdom, we are fulfilling a destiny they set in motion millennia ago. So, let us approach this mystery with reverence and humility. Let us honor the giants not as gods, but as guides, beings who walked a path we are only now beginning to tread. Their knowledge may hold the keys to unlocking humanity's potential, offering us a glimpse of what we could achieve if we dare to dream beyond the limits of our current understanding. The journey into their prophetic world is not just about unraveling the past. It's about shaping the future. And in doing so, we may discover that the giants' greatest gift was not their size or strength, but their vision. A vision of a world where humanity rises to meet its highest aspirations. The recent archaeological discoveries surrounding the existence of giants are nothing short of extraordinary, challenging long-held assumptions and reshaping our understanding of human history. These findings are not isolated incidents, but part of a growing body of evidence that suggests giants were more than mere mythological figures. They were real beings who left behind tangible traces of their presence. From massive graves to enigmatic artifacts, each discovery adds another piece to the puzzle, painting a picture of a world far more complex and mysterious than we ever imagined. One of the most compelling pieces of evidence comes from the unearthing of oversized skeletal remains. In various parts of the world, archaeologists have stumbled upon bones that defy conventional explanations. These skeletons, often measuring between 7 to 10 feet tall, bear anatomical features consistent with human physiology, yet on a scale that seems almost otherworldly. Imagine the awe of standing before a femur bone, twice the size of an average human's, or a skull with proportions that suggest a brain capacity far greater than our own. These discoveries force us to confront the possibility that giants were not just larger versions of humans, but perhaps a distinct branch of hominids with unique capabilities. But it's not just the bones that captivate us. It's the context in which they're found. Many of these remains have been discovered in elaborate tombs, suggesting that the giants held significant cultural or spiritual importance. These tombs are architectural marvels in their own right, constructed with precision and adorned with intricate carvings. Some feature massive stone slabs weighing several tons, arranged in ways that defy modern engineering logic. How did ancient people, or giants themselves, transport and assemble such colossal structures without advanced machinery? The answer lies somewhere between ingenuity and mystery, leaving us to wonder about the true capabilities of these beings. In addition to the graves, unusual artifacts have been unearthed that further blur the line between myth and reality. Tools, weapons, and ceremonial objects crafted to accommodate giant hands speak to a civilization that was both functional and symbolic. For instance, researchers have found enormous axes and swords, their craftsmanship rivaling that of the finest medieval blacksmiths. Yet, these tools are scaled up to sizes that no ordinary human could wield. What purpose did they serve? Were they practical implements for daily life, or were they symbols of power and authority used in rituals or ceremonies? Perhaps even more intriguing are the inscriptions and symbols found within these tombs. Etched into stone or painted on walls, these markings often depict celestial events, geometric patterns, and cryptic messages. Some resemble star maps, charting constellations and planetary alignments with astonishing accuracy. Others appear to be warnings or instructions, written in languages that have yet to be fully deciphered. Could these symbols represent a form of communication between the giants and future generations? Or were they meant as records of their knowledge, preserved for posterity? These discoveries also raise profound questions about the relationship between giants and early human civilizations. Did humans coexist with giants, learning from them and adapting their technologies? Or did the giants predate humanity entirely, leaving behind remnants of a lost era? Evidence from sites like the Göbekli Tepe in Turkey, a megalithic structure predating Stonehenge by thousands of years, suggests that advanced societies existed long before recorded history. Could giants have been the architects of such wonders, passing down their knowledge through oral traditions and physical relics? The implications of these findings extend beyond archaeology. They challenge the linear narrative of human evolution, suggesting that our ancestors may have interacted with beings far more advanced than previously thought. This challenges us to reconsider the origins of certain technologies, architectural techniques, and even philosophical ideas. For example, the concept of cyclical time, the idea that history repeats itself, is echoed in many ancient cultures. Could this notion have originated from the giants' understanding of cosmic patterns and historical cycles? As we continue to explore these discoveries, one thing becomes clear. The giants were not just passive inhabitants of the earth. They were active participants in shaping the world around them, leaving behind legacies that continue to influence us today. Their tombs, artifacts, and symbols are not relics of a bygone era, but living testaments to their enduring impact. Each new find invites us to expand our perspective, to embrace the unknown, and to question the boundaries of what we consider possible. Ultimately, these archaeological revelations remind us that history is not a static narrative, but a dynamic tapestry woven from countless threads. The giant's story is one of those threads, intricately intertwined with our own. By uncovering their secrets, we are not only piecing together the past, but also forging a deeper connection to the mysteries that define us as a species. And in doing so, we honor their legacy, not as myths, but as pioneers of a forgotten age, whose wisdom still resonates across the sands of time. Among the most fascinating discoveries linked to the giants are the astronomical and prophetic messages embedded within their tombs. These findings suggest that the giants were not only physically imposing, but also intellectually advanced, possessing a deep understanding of the cosmos and its intricate patterns. Their tombs, far from being simple burial sites, appear to function as celestial observatories, repositories of knowledge, and even warnings for future generations. The symbols and carvings found within these structures point to an awareness of astronomical phenomena, cataclysmic events, and the cyclical nature of history. Knowledge that seems almost otherworldly in its precision and foresight. Imagine standing inside one of these ancient tombs, surrounded by walls adorned with intricate carvings that map the movements of stars, planets, and constellations. These star maps are not random doodles, but meticulously crafted depictions of celestial events. Some align perfectly with solstices, equinoxes, and lunar cycles, while others seem to predict eclipses or planetary conjunctions centuries in advance. How could beings from thousands of years ago possess such detailed knowledge of the heavens? Modern astronomers and archaeologists are left in awe, struggling to reconcile the sophistication of these observations with the technological limitations of the time. It's as if the giants had access to tools or insights that allowed them to peer into the fabric of the universe itself. But the astronomical knowledge encoded in these tombs goes beyond mere observation. Many researchers believe it carries prophetic undertones, hinting at cataclysmic events and shifts in human civilization. For instance, some carvings depict massive floods, volcanic eruptions, or meteor impacts, events that could have devastated entire regions. Are these depictions historical records of past disasters, or are they warnings about future calamities? The ambiguity is both frustrating and exhilarating, leaving us to wonder whether the giants intended their messages to serve as cautionary tales for humanity. Could they have foreseen the fragility of our world and sought to prepare us for challenges yet to come? The prophetic nature of these messages becomes even more intriguing when we consider their connection to the rise and fall of kingdoms. Certain inscriptions found in these tombs appear to correlate with significant historical events: the collapse of empires, the emergence of new civilizations, and even periods of cultural renaissance. For example, one set of symbols seems to align with the decline of the Roman Empire, while another mirrors the flourishing of the Indus Valley civilization. These correlations suggest that the giants may have understood the cyclical nature of power and progress, recognizing patterns that repeat across time. Their tombs might not just be relics of the past, but blueprints for interpreting the trajectory of human history. What makes this discovery so compelling is the way it bridges science and spirituality. On one hand, the astronomical data is empirical, grounded in observable phenomena. On the other hand, the prophetic elements evoke a sense of mysticism, inviting us to consider dimensions of reality that transcend the material world. This duality challenges us to expand our perspective, to see the universe not as a collection of random events, but as a grand design governed by interconnected principles. The giant's wisdom seems to embody this synthesis, offering insights that are both practical and philosophical. Yet, deciphering these messages is no easy task. The symbols are often abstract, requiring a deep understanding of both ancient languages and cosmic patterns. Researchers have spent decades attempting to decode them, piecing together fragments of meaning from disparate sources. Each breakthrough brings us closer to unraveling the giant's intentions, but it also raises new questions. Were these messages meant for everyone, or only for those who possessed the knowledge to interpret them? Did the giants envision a select group of individuals uncovering their secrets, acting as custodians of their wisdom? One particularly striking discovery comes from a tomb located in a remote valley, where a series of carvings depicts what appears to be a timeline of human evolution. At one end, primitive figures are shown living in harmony with nature. At the other, advanced societies are depicted grappling with technology, warfare, and environmental destruction. Between these extremes, the carvings illustrate moments of transformation, times when humanity faced critical choices that shaped its destiny. Is this a reflection of the giant's own history, or is it a prediction of humanity's future? The answer remains elusive, but the implications are profound. These tombs also challenge us to reconsider our relationship with the cosmos. In modern times, we often view the universe through the lens of conquest, exploring space to claim resources or assert dominance. But the giants' approach seems different. Their focus on celestial patterns suggests a reverence for the heavens, an acknowledgement of humanity's place within a larger cosmic order. Perhaps their messages are not just about predicting events, but about fostering a deeper connection to the universe, a reminder that we are part of something greater than ourselves. As we delve deeper into the astronomical and prophetic messages of the giants, we begin to see them not as distant mythical figures, but as integral parts of humanity's story. Their legacy is woven into the fabric of our collective consciousness, influencing myths, religions, and philosophies across cultures. Whether they were teachers, protectors, or messengers, their impact endures. And perhaps, in uncovering their wisdom, we are fulfilling a destiny they set in motion millennia ago. So, let us approach these mysteries with humility and curiosity. Let us honor the giants not as gods, but as guides, beings who walked a path we are only now beginning to tread. Their knowledge may hold the keys to unlocking humanity's potential, offering us a glimpse of what we could achieve if we dare to dream beyond the limits of our current understanding. The journey into their prophetic world is not just about unraveling the past, it's about shaping the future. And in doing so, we may discover that the giants' greatest gift was not their size or strength, but their vision. A vision of a world where humanity rises to meet its highest aspirations. The relics, star maps, and symbols uncovered in the tombs of giants are not just artifacts. They are windows into a world of advanced knowledge and profound insight. These remnants of an ancient civilization suggest that the giants were far more than physical beings of extraordinary size. They may have possessed an intellectual and spiritual awareness that rivals or even surpasses our own. Each relic tells a story, each symbol carries a message, and together, they hint at a level of understanding that challenges the boundaries of what we believe is possible. Could it be that these giants were not only observers of the cosmos, but also interpreters of its mysteries, leaving behind guidance for humanity's journey through time? Consider the star maps found within these tombs. meticulously etched onto stone slabs or painted on walls with astonishing precision. These maps are not random depictions of the night sky, but intricate representations of celestial phenomena. Some align perfectly with solstices, equinoxes, and lunar cycles, while others seem to predict rare astronomical events like eclipses or planetary alignments centuries in advance. How could beings from thousands of years ago possess such detailed knowledge of the heavens? Modern astronomers marvel at their accuracy, struggling to reconcile the sophistication of these observations with the technological limitations of the era. It's as if the giants had access to tools or insights that allowed them to perceive the universe in ways we are only beginning to understand. But the wisdom encoded in these relics goes beyond astronomy. Many of the symbols found in the tombs appear to convey deeper truths about the nature of existence itself. For instance, certain carvings depict cyclical patterns, images of life, death, and rebirth that mirror the rhythms of the natural world. Others illustrate the interconnectedness of all things, suggesting an understanding of ecosystems, energy flows, and the delicate balance required to sustain life. Could these symbols represent a philosophy of harmony, urging humanity to live in alignment with the earth and the cosmos? Or do they serve as warnings, cautioning us against the dangers of hubris and environmental destruction? One particularly striking discovery comes from a tomb located in a remote valley, where researchers uncovered a series of intricate carvings that resemble a timeline of human evolution. At one end, primitive figures are shown living in harmony with nature. At the other, advanced societies are depicted grappling with technology, warfare, and environmental degradation. Between these extremes, the carvings illustrate moments of transformation, times when humanity faced critical choices that shaped its destiny. Is this a reflection of the giant's own history, or is it a prediction of humanity's future? The ambiguity is both frustrating and exhilarating, leaving us to wonder whether the giants foresaw the challenges we face today and sought to guide us through them. The relics also challenge us to reconsider the nature of intelligence itself. Were the giants' abilities innate, or did they acquire their knowledge from an external source? Some researchers speculate that their advanced understanding of the cosmos may have been influenced by extraterrestrial contact or interdimensional experiences. Others propose that the giants tapped into a form of collective consciousness, a universal wellspring of knowledge accessible to those who attune themselves to its frequencies. Whatever the case, their wisdom suggests a level of perception that transcends the material world, inviting us to explore dimensions of reality beyond our current comprehension. What makes these discoveries so compelling is the way they bridge science and spirituality. On one hand, the relics provide empirical evidence of the giants' existence and capabilities. On the other hand, their symbolic meanings evoke a sense of mysticism, encouraging us to embrace both logic and imagination as tools for understanding. This duality challenges us to expand our perspective, to see the universe not as a collection of random events, but as a grand design governed by interconnected principles. The giant's wisdom seems to embody this synthesis, offering insights that are both practical and philosophical. Yet, deciphering these messages is no easy task. The symbols are often abstract, requiring a deep understanding of ancient languages, cultural contexts, and cosmic patterns. Researchers have spent decades attempting to decode them, piecing together fragments of meaning from disparate sources. Each breakthrough brings us closer to unraveling the giant's intentions, but it also raises new questions. Were these messages meant for everyone, or only for those who possessed the knowledge to interpret them? Did the giants envision a select group of individuals uncovering their secrets, acting as custodians of their wisdom? As we delve deeper into the relics and symbols left behind by the giants, we begin to see them not as distant mythical figures, but as integral parts of humanity's story. Their legacy is woven into the fabric of our collective consciousness, influencing myths, religions, and philosophies across cultures. Whether they were teachers, protectors, or messengers, their impact endures. And perhaps in uncovering their wisdom, we are fulfilling a destiny they set in motion millennia ago. So, let us approach these mysteries with reverence and humility. Let us honor the giants not as gods, but as guides, beings who walked a path we are only now beginning to tread. Their knowledge may hold the keys to unlocking humanity's potential, offering us a glimpse of what we could achieve if we dare to dream beyond the limits of our current understanding. The journey into their prophetic world is not just about unraveling the past, it's about shaping the future. And in doing so, we may discover that the giants' greatest gift was not their size or strength, but their vision. A vision of a world where humanity rises to meet its highest aspirations. The legacy of the giants is not confined to the physical remnants they left behind. Massive tombs, intricate carvings, and enigmatic symbols. It extends far beyond these artifacts, touching the very essence of humanity's collective consciousness. These ancient beings, whether real or mythologized, have become more than just figures of legend. They are archetypes of wisdom, power, and mystery. Their tombs, in particular, serve as more than mere resting places. They are gateways to a forgotten world, repositories of knowledge that may hold the keys to humanity's destiny. As we explore these structures and the messages they contain, we begin to see them not as relics of the past, but as living testaments to the enduring impact of the giants' existence. Imagine stepping into one of these tombs, surrounded by walls adorned with carvings that seem to pulse with meaning. Each symbol, each line etched into the stone, feels deliberate, a piece of a puzzle waiting to be solved. These tombs were not built hastily or without purpose. They were designed with precision, their layouts often aligned with celestial bodies or significant geographical features. This suggests that the giants understood the interconnectedness of all things, the earth, the heavens, and humanity itself. Their tombs may have been intended as sanctuaries of knowledge, places where future generations could come to seek guidance, inspiration, or answers to the questions that define our existence. But what exactly does this legacy entail? At its core, it is a legacy of transformation, a call to evolve, adapt, and transcend the limitations of our current understanding. The giants' wisdom challenges us to confront uncomfortable truths about ourselves and our world. Their star maps and prophetic symbols remind us of the cyclical nature of history, urging us to learn from the mistakes of the past rather than repeating them. Their depictions of harmony between humans and nature challenge us to rethink our relationship with the planet, to move away from exploitation and toward stewardship. And their warnings about cataclysmic events, whether literal or metaphorical, serve as reminders of the fragility of our civilization and the importance of resilience. Yet, the legacy of the giants is not just about survival, it's about potential. It invites us to imagine what humanity could achieve if we embraced the full scope of our capabilities. The giants' advanced knowledge of astronomy, engineering, and philosophy suggests that they saw the universe not as something to conquer, but as something to understand and coexist with. Their tombs, with their intricate designs and profound symbolism, reflect a worldview that values curiosity, exploration, and unity. They challenge us to adopt a similar perspective, to see ourselves not as isolated individuals, but as part of a larger cosmic tapestry. This journey into the giant's legacy also forces us to confront our own place in history. Are we merely inheritors of their knowledge, or are we meant to build upon it? Perhaps the giants envisioned humanity as their successors, tasked with carrying forward the torch of wisdom and innovation. If so, then their tombs are not just memorials, but invitations to step into their shoes, to continue the work they began, and to push the boundaries of what is possible. In this light, the giant's legacy becomes not just a gift, but a responsibility, a charge to use their knowledge for the betterment of all life on Earth. As we delve deeper into the mysteries of these tombs, we begin to realize that their true value lies not in the answers they provide, but in the questions they inspire. What does it mean to live in harmony with the cosmos? How can we balance progress with preservation? What lessons can we draw from the rise and fall of civilizations, both ancient and modern? These are not easy questions, nor do they have simple answers, but they are questions worth asking, for they shape the trajectory of our collective future. Ultimately, the legacy of the giants is a mirror, one that reflects both our aspirations and our vulnerabilities. It reminds us of the heights we can reach when we embrace curiosity and collaboration, and it warns us of the pitfalls that await when we succumb to greed and division. Their tombs are not just monuments to their greatness, they are calls to action, urging us to rise to the occasion and fulfill the potential they saw in us. So, let us honor the giants, not by idolizing them, but by learning from them. Let us approach their legacy with humility and determination, recognizing that their wisdom is not an endpoint, but a beginning. By unlocking the secrets of their tombs, we are not just uncovering the past, we are shaping the future. And in doing so, we may discover that the giants' greatest gift was not their knowledge, but their vision. A vision of a world where humanity stands united, guided by wisdom, and driven by the courage to explore the unknown. The journey ahead is ours to take, and the giant's legacy is the map that will guide us. The mystery of the giants remains unsolved, but it is precisely this lingering enigma that makes their story so compelling. The journey to uncover their secrets is far from over. It is an ongoing odyssey that invites us to question, explore, and imagine. While we have unearthed remarkable evidence, massive tombs, intricate symbols, celestial maps, and prophetic carvings, each discovery only deepens the intrigue, revealing new layers of complexity and raising even more profound questions. This is not a tale with a neat conclusion. It is a living narrative, one that evolves with every artifact uncovered, every inscription deciphered, and every theory proposed. And as we stand on the threshold of what could be humanity's greatest archaeological revelation, we are reminded of the importance of curiosity, perseverance, and open-mindedness in our quest for truth. Consider the implications of what lies ahead. Every excavation site holds the potential to rewrite history. Every symbol yet to be decoded could unlock insights into the giants' advanced knowledge or their prophetic understanding of human destiny. Imagine the moment when researchers finally piece together the meaning behind a star map that aligns perfectly with an astronomical event centuries in the future, or when they decode an inscription that predicts a pivotal moment in humanity's evolution. These breakthroughs are not just academic achievements. They are transformative moments that reshape how we see ourselves and our place in the universe. But such discoveries require more than just scientific rigor. They demand imagination, collaboration, and a willingness to embrace uncertainty. This ongoing exploration also challenges us to rethink the role of myth and legend in shaping our understanding of the past. For centuries, stories of giants were dismissed as fanciful tales, products of overactive imaginations, or attempts to explain the unexplainable. Yet, as recent findings suggest, these myths may hold kernels of truths that have been obscured by time, misinterpretation, or deliberate concealment. By revisiting these ancient narratives with fresh eyes, we may uncover hidden clues that lead us closer to solving the giant's mystery. Perhaps the key to unlocking their secrets lies not in rejecting folklore, but in integrating it into our broader search for knowledge. After all, myths are often reflections of humanity's deepest fears, hopes, and aspirations, and the giant story is no exception. But the pursuit of answers is not without its challenges. Archaeological exploration is a painstaking process, often hindered by limited resources, inaccessible sites, and the ravages of time. Many tombs remain buried beneath layers of earth, their contents waiting to be revealed. Others have been damaged or lost entirely, their secrets forever silenced. And then there are the ethical considerations. How do we balance the desire for discovery with respect for cultural heritage? How do we ensure that these findings are shared responsibly, benefiting humanity as a whole, rather than being exploited for personal gain? These are questions that demand careful thought and collective action, reminding us that the pursuit of knowledge carries both privilege and responsibility. Despite these challenges, the call to continue exploring is undeniable. The giant's legacy is too significant to ignore, too profound to leave unexamined. Their wisdom may hold answers to some of humanity's most pressing questions. How can we live in harmony with nature? How can we navigate the cycles of rise and fall that define civilizations? What lessons can we draw from the past to build a better future? By engaging with these questions, we honor not only the giants, but also the generations who will inherit the world we leave behind. So, let this be a call to action, not just for archaeologists, historians, and scientists, but for all of us. Let us cultivate a spirit of curiosity, encouraging ourselves and others to ask bold questions and seek unconventional answers. Let us support initiatives that promote research, preservation, and education, ensuring that the giant's story continues to inspire and inform. And let us engage in thoughtful conversations, sharing ideas and perspectives that challenge us to think beyond the confines of conventional wisdom. Ultimately, the giant's mystery is not just about them, it's about us. It is a reflection of our innate desire to understand the unknown, to connect with something greater than ourselves, and to leave a lasting impact on the world. As we continue to explore their tombs and unravel their messages, we are reminded that the journey itself is as important as the destination. Each step forward brings us closer to uncovering truths that transcend time and space, truths that have the power to unite us, inspire us, and transform us. In the end, the giant's legacy is a gift, a reminder that the past is not dead but alive, whispering its secrets to those who are willing to listen. So, let us listen, let us explore, let us dream. For in doing so, we honor not only the giants, but also the boundless potential of humanity itself. The answers we seek may still lie hidden, but the path to finding them is ours to forge. And perhaps, in walking this path, we will discover not just the giant's wisdom, but our own. As we come to the end of this journey, I can't help but reflect on the profound implications of what we've explored. The idea that giants once walked the earth, leaving behind cryptic messages and advanced knowledge, challenges not only our understanding of history, but also our place in the universe. It's humbling, isn't it? To think that beings far greater than us may have foreseen the challenges we face today, and perhaps even left us tools to navigate them. This isn't just about unearthing ancient relics. It's about rediscovering a sense of wonder and curiosity about the world around us. What strikes me most is how these discoveries remind us of the fragility of human knowledge. For centuries, we've dismissed myths and legends as mere stories, yet they may hold kernels of truth waiting to be uncovered. The tombs of giants, with their star maps and prophetic symbols, urge us to question what we accept as fact and to embrace the unknown with open minds. They teach us that history is not a static narrative, but a living, evolving story, one that we all have the power to shape by asking questions and seeking answers. So, what can we take away from this? First, never underestimate the importance of curiosity. The mysteries of the past are not just for scholars or archaeologists. They belong to all of us. Second, remember that every artifact, every symbol, every story has the potential to reshape our understanding of who we are. And finally, let this be a call to action. Dive deeper into the mysteries that intrigue you. Question long-held beliefs. Engage in conversations that challenge your perspective. Share this exploration with others, because the more we seek, the more we uncover. The giants' legacy may still be hidden, but their wisdom is within our reach, if we're brave enough to look for it. Let's step forward together, into the unknown, with courage and curiosity. After all, the next great discovery could start with you.